evening, traders. Good afternoon and good morning for our North American friends. Today, we're going to get away from the charts a little bit and talk about 5 points on how to become a better scalper. I noticed there's been a lot of demand to ask more on how people can become better in scalping, given the videos I've shared previously. So let's jump right to it. So what are the 5 points on how to become a better scalper? So we'll have point number one. Okay. Point number one is to stick to one market. You have to learn to stick to one market. What does that mean? It means you don't jump from stocks to the forex to all the other kinds of trades. Okay, there are very many online trading systems. Okay, but for the purposes of what we're discussing right now, stick to one market, which in this case it's forex. But having said that, then you also have to pick a currency. So you stick to one market and then pick a currency pair. And that currency pair could be, whatever. Pick a currency that you like, that you feel you are more comfortable with. Now, there are advantages of picking a currency pair because you then get to learn the habits of that currency pair. All right. So, like for me, I only trade Euro USD. Okay, because for me, my reasons are Euro USD is almost the most liquid currency in the foreign exchange market. So I know that daily it's going to be moving a lot. And for a scalper, that's where you make money when the market moves. All right. So stick to one currency um, market. Pick one and stick to it. So every day you go to the chart and you want to scalp, you stick to that alone. So currency pair. All right. Next point. Trade in one direction. Okay. Now, what I mean there is, you see, the markets always move up and down, up and down. But from what I've been telling you earlier, to be a good scalper, you need to look at the bigger charts before the actual chart you're trading on. So, like in my case, I would check daily just to know that we're still moving up or down. But then I definitely look at the 1 hour. Okay. Then I come down, drop down to 5 minutes. Okay. And then I trade the 1 minute. So usually I use the 5 minutes to give me direction of where I'm trading. All right. So the 5 minute gives me direction, but I make sure that I have confluence between the 1 hour and the 5 minutes. So if the 1 hour is saying, okay, now for the next how long we are on a run upwards, that means you buy, 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 buy. So in my 5 minute trades, I make sure that I wait for the buys. Okay, so that means that I don't trade at those X's places called I've put X. No, I don't trade those ones. Okay, I only trade, or rather, I am in the trade when the market is actually going up. Why? Because the 5 minutes saying it's up. So then when I look at my 1 minute, okay, so the 1 minute will be like this, like that, like that, like that, no. So I will use this to tell me when to enter here. So chances are maybe this point there, might reflect whether it's up or down. It doesn't matter. The point is, I know that this is going up. When it comes down, I ease off. When it goes up, I go with it. All right. But specifically on the 1 minute where I'm trading, it might be that actually Um, let me see. It might be that right here, as it's going down, okay, I am busy doing buys. Why? Because the 5 minute has said it's a buy. Okay, we are in the middle of some trade here. We're going up. So, but here it has come down again. So I do buy. Then I wait, take profits. Then again I enter. As it's coming down, I'm doing buy. Then it goes up, take profit, and so on and so on. Remember, it's scalping. Scalping means you are in and out of the market several times. Several times. Okay. So normally I say I am doing trade setups. So my trade setup could be, let's say, um, from here, from point X to point Z. So my trade setups, this trade setup from X to Z, okay, so that this is my target, okay, and so the market is down here, it has hit my last low. I make sure that I go to the 1 minute and I start doing the buys. Okay, every time the market goes down, I do buys. Market goes down, I do buys, and so on. All right. Next point, to trade in one direction. Oh, that does not mean that when the market changes direction that you don't change. No, you can change, but you can still make enough pips just trading in one direction. For many of you who have watched me, I very rarely do like the whole chart. In fact, what I do, um, I can almost say that my trades are normally within one or two or three candles. So you'll find that the market is here, okay, then it's going there, then it is going there. But actually what it's doing, probably going down, okay. So it's come like this. So now it's coming up, okay. So, and then as it's going down, why? Because I know that's the bias. See, for me now, I will start doing the sells, okay, maybe around there, as the market is going up. Okay, do sell, 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 sell. When I get there, because this is where I'm expecting for the market to turn. Okay, so maybe that's where it last turned around. Oops, like that. So it came down, down, up, up, and so on. Sorry, down, up, and so on. So the point here is, I trade in one direction. All right. Okay. Next point. Know where to enter. So in scalping, you must plan. You must know where you're going to enter. And where you're going to enter will be you. You plan and decide, okay, at this point, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go for the next. Um, okay, I think maybe it's easier to show you the maps. But anyway, if I draw this like this, if it was going down, because the market has a down bias, okay, for me, I will, when this market starts going up, when it starts going up, okay, those are my zones, support and resistance zones. Support and resistance zones. Oops. So for me, I tell myself each time the market reaches a high of a zone, okay, or rather any of the zones, whether low or high, that's where I enter. So I'll be entering here when I'm doing sells. Why? Because I know that as the market is retracing back this way, I'll be entering my sell, 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 sell up to that zone. All right. And and then I'll let the market slide. It'll come down, I take profit. By the time it reaches there, I've already taken profit. All this will be profit. All right? Profit. As it starts going down, I start planning for my next move. Remember, this is the support again. So I'm saying before it reaches the next zone, all right, I want to start entering because it's going to come up. All right, if I'm going to do a buy, right? But generally, if I want to keep my, my plan, which is basically to have one direction, then I start my next pair of trades here. I do the buys, and then the market takes me down. Then I do the buys, and the market takes me down. Now, know when to enter. All right. So whether you're going to be trading in the direction of the market or counter trading the way I'm doing here, still you have to decide. You have to decide which direction you are going to trade. So if you're a bit scared of counter trading, you can still, okay, let's assuming the market is going like that, you can still enter them, enter the trades. Okay, so because it seems like going up, so then what you do, each time the market comes down, as it starts going up, you leave the first candle confirmation and then you start buying at that point. Okay, but you have to be careful because when it reaches the last high, you can't keep buying. You have to buy when it's low. All right, till the top. Then the market will come down again. Then after the first candle confirming that actually it's going up, you start buying again. You do the buy till somewhere there, then you wait and you enjoy the profits as you go on. Then you wait for it to come down again. You leave the first candle, okay, after confirmation that the market is actually going up, you enter and you do your buys. You buy, and then you stop, enjoy the profit, you're done. So know when to enter. You just don't enter anytime. All right. Next point, limit your screen time. What do I mean? I mean, once you're in the market, after a while, after watching the screen for a while, your eyes get tired, and then eventually you start becoming sloppy. You become sloppy, you start losing trades. So limit your screen time. So for me, I normally target at least 1 or 2 hours around the London session, and then 1 or 2 hours during New York session. And in each of those sessions, once I get my target for the day, which for me, I do like just 1% of my capital, I'm done for the day. All right. So sometimes the market is with me and I do more than one, not because I want to, but because the trades I've taken, by the time they take profit, then they have made me more than 1% return. And that's what I do. So, but don't sit in front of a computer the whole day or the next 3, 4, 5 hours because then you become tired. Once you become tired, you lose focus. Once you lose focus, you become careless. When you're careless, you start losing trades. All right, and losing trade is not fun. Next point, and our last point, is focus on the charts and the zones. Remember, you will do very well if you learn that trading is all about buying and selling, but buying and selling at significant points, which is basically the zones. And so, best thing you do is you always make sure. Okay, so the markets will go like that. Okay, mark yourself some zones. Okay, so you mark, that's a high zone over there, another zone over here, another zone over there. So if the market is going down, it means This is an opportunity for trading as it's going down. Okay. If you know that the market is actually going down, you know that it will try to move up again, but basically it has a bias of going down. So that will be an opportunity for trading. Opportunity for trading as it goes down. So between zone A and zone B and zone C, look at each as a zone. Okay, so that between this point and that point, that's where you're focused on right now. That's where you're trading. And as a scalper, you want to make money based on that space. When you're in zone C, that's your focus now. You know that the market will move from here to down there, and that's where you want to make your money. All right. So essentially, I've gone through the 5 points on how to become a better scalper, but I also know that people have more questions, so I added a few bonus points and we can go through them right now. So the bonus points are: one, when you are losing trades, it does not mean you are a loser. This is almost psychological, purely psychological. You cannot trade without losing trades. People do lose trades. As a matter of fact, the most successful traders will tell you they lose trades all the time. Even when they're making millions, they lose trades, right? So if you can just plan to be now profitable, consistently profitable trader, then that's what you want. But don't feel bad when you lose your trades. Don't pull your hair, or do other things. Um, your business is not trading. It is finding the right trades. So basically, wait for the right trades to come, and they will come. Next point, trade the reaction, not the news. So during news time, people are so busy wondering how they will trade and so on and so on. For you, don't worry, relax. Once the news is over, you can then now start trading. You trade the reaction, not the news, the reaction. All right. The next point is interesting, and it actually helps you improve your trading, which is to keep a journal. When you keep a journal of your trades, it gives you a chance to go back and backtest and ask yourself the right questions, whether you're actually doing what you had set yourself to do or not. Okay? And you keep working on improving it. It's more like a trading plan, but journal is you keep a record of all your losses, all your profits, you know. Yeah, you keep a record of all your trades. Now, for scalping, it can be a bit challenging keeping a journal like that, but again, you try and record as much as you can in terms of the big picture. Today, it's this time, I'm trading from this time to this time, and I'm going to be using the 5 minute or 1 minute, and I'm going to be taking maybe 10 trades on this particular, on each maybe candlestick. You just journal everything, so that you can go back and back test. You can look at your trades and say, where did I go wrong, especially on your losses. And finally, um, work on your psychology. Okay? The markets are not going anywhere. You cannot finish the market. You don't have to take all the trades today. You do what you can, you leave the rest for tomorrow. If the market is going against you and there's nothing you can do about it, it's okay. You can just shut your trades, close your trades, take a break. Tomorrow is another day, and hopefully the market will be better. Okay. I hope this and the 5 points will be useful for you to help you improve your scalping. And so you can then send your questions and answers, and we'll try and answer them as much as I can. Thank you very much.